Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. It's very, very early this morning. I have a couple of things in mind. So, when I went to check on the electrical things we need in the electrical bench, we don't have any obsidian, period. We don't have any refined. We don't have any that's unrefined. We just don't have any obsidian that I am aware of. I've been told that we can get that up next to the snow line. So that's where we're headed. We're going to have to craft ourselves an outpost, guys. We don't really have an option. So, with that being said, I am going to try to get a wood burner just to place in the outpost. I'm not taking all of this with me. A lot of this stuff will be left behind because we're just not going to need it. Simply not going to need it right now. Um, if you hear Copper barking in the background, he is just taking an absolute fit today. There is a tree that's casting a shadow and the wind is blowing here and he is just losing it over that, guys. So if you hear him in the background, that is exactly what you're hearing. He's just losing it over that tree. I'm not quite sure how many walls we're gonna need. I don't really want a big outpost. Maybe just a single foundation would be lovely. Let's just go ahead and extinguish this fire. We're not going to be gone very long, guys. So I do not want to take all of this stuff with me. I need one foundation. And I need one ceiling piece. This is not going to be pretty by any stretch of the imagination, guys. It's just going to be functional for us so that we're able to do what we need to get done. And hopefully, yeah, we're not taking all of that with us. There's no way. And hopefully we can get some obsidian. I am going to take an extra pickaxe with me. I do need to craft a door, but I don't even know how to do that. Let's see. We need some planks that I don't have. Of course we don't have it. Let's just grab 8 of these guys. Okay. What am I doing here? Why is my buttons not working? Okay, 8. And we need 1 piece of wood. We should have that. We'll try to grab enough plant fiber on the way out today so that we're able to do a little bit of, crafting cordage and all of that loveliness that we need. A fuel brick would be really nice just to have that. Just craft you, and then we are going to attempt to get some plant fiber today. And because where we're headed, we're going to need some food. We are going to drop by the fishing outpost here and just grab our fishing pole because we're going to need it. We're going to need the fish. We are going to need whatever we can get to survive on because we don't have a refrigerator. We don't have the ability to craft a refrigerator for the outpost or anything like that. And even if we did, there would not be enough power coming into it because there's only, like, your main BCU is all that produces power. So we wouldn't have enough power coming into it to be able to sustain it at all. So with that being said, we are just going to grab the fishing pole, fish when we need it, grab as much food as we need. Hopefully we can find some kelp. Looks like the fortress base guys are doing very well down there. They have several foundations, which is nice. I'm glad that they do. Because that means that eventually we can raid those guys and we should be okay with that. We should be able to get quite a bit of loot from them at some point. Nowhere in this very, very near future, of course. We do need some obsidian. We need to get ourselves established. Then we'll worry about really, working on those guys maybe around the next year in game. We'll try to, do what we have to do for those guys and attack them and all of those lovely, lovely things. So we're headed over to the other side of the map. There's a snow line there. There's also cougars there, which we need sinew, but I don't know that we're able to kill them right now. We can attempt it, but, I don't know how well that's going to work out for us. We do need an outpost over there because I want to explore more of the map. I want to open up more of the map. I want to be able to see the entire map and open up the lakes this winter when they're frozen because they do freeze over. I really want to be able to open those up as well. So if you hear my voice sounding weird today, if it's cracking a bit still, it is what it is. I assume it's allergies. I feel fine for the most part. I don't have any issue with my throat being itchy or irritated or anything like that. Okay, so there's a wolf just up there. That's okay. He can stay up there. We don't really mind. I'm not really, doing a ton of looting in the moment because I'm not going to pass that up because I really want to just kind of get where I'm headed. It's going to be a full day's journey, most likely. Yep, and we're going to get bitten on the tush, and that's okay. Just use a bandage. Pick up the strawberry. Didn't even realize that wolf was coming for us. I really wanted to craft the door. Silly me for doing that. I will be stopping by the ore rock over there just to make sure that... Okay, that wolf has since stopped chasing us. Just to make sure that there's no more silicone or any lithium or anything like that on that particular rock. I don't know that we'll grab every ore. We really should because we're going to need them. But I don't know if we'll actually have the chance to do that or not. I am trying to grab plant fiber because we are going to need fuel bricks when we get where we're going. There is a small pond on the other side of the map that I'm really trying to get to. It's a pretty good journey. I know where it's at. I just, have to get there. It's one of those that most people don't go to that often. But it's pretty there as well. So, that never hurts. It never hurts that it's pretty there. Let's just get this ore here. I mean, it's iron. We need iron. We're always going to need iron as well. I'm going to have to probably eat the strawberry. I did forget to eat before leaving the base, which was another silly move on my part. Let's just see if we can grab a worm from this tree as well. We are pretty close to having enough plant fiber to make a fuel brick. We're about 3/4 of the way. So maybe we'll, grab the rest that we need pretty soon. I did just want to grab that worm because we can craft ourselves more fishing tackle with that if we need it. And I'm sure we're going to. I did not make a fire starting kit. Definitely not a smart move. I really wasn't prepared for this. I don't know why I decided, hey, let's just head down there because you're not prepared. There's no need to worry about being prepared for that. So yeah, we are definitely not prepared for what we're doing, but we're doing it anyway because that's how we roll here. We never ever are prepared. So there's that. Okay, a few more plant fiber wouldn't be a bad thing. We're just going to grab it as much as we can because we need it also for the fuel brick. So let's just see if we can craft that. Where are you? Right there. Craft fuel brick. We need a door as well. Let's just try to get that crafted also. And I would love to have enough stuff to craft a storage crate. I don't know that we're going to have it because I would like to leave a few things down there. Okay, what are you? Silicone? Yes. What are you? You're a pig. That's okay. Potassium. We're not desperate for that. Let's just see what else we can find on this stone. More silicone. Lovely. I mean, we do need it for electrical things, so that's nice to have. It really is. It's not a bad thing at all. In the very beginning, I said, you know what? I need to just hold off on these things because I'm sure it's later down the line we're going to need it. Unfortunately, I was sadly mistaken. Okay. No more ores there. That's okay. There's another 6-log tree up here. We can craft a couple more fishing tackle if we need it. I do want to grab some wood anyway, just to have it, because we're going to need it for crafting ourselves a fire starting kit as well. I do need to check to see if I can craft at least one biofuel, because, you know, we need that also. Let's just have a little look-see. Can I craft one biofuel over here? I can. And then we'll have that. We'll be able to craft that fire starting kit. I'll try to grab some more wood when we get to where we're going, because, you know, I would like to be able to craft myself that storage crate. We are headed over next to the snow line so that I can get out tomorrow and search for some obsidian. I've been told it's on the stone next to the snow, so we are going to attempt to do that. The only downside of that is I'm going to have to do a tiny bit of navigating tomorrow, but that's okay. We won't be in the snow, of course, because it's just too cold to be in the snow. We don't have a winter jacket. We don't have the sinew to craft what we need for what's it called? The combat vest. We don't have the sinew for that. We don't have the rope for it either. And of course, to craft rope, you need sinew. We just don't have that. I would love to be able to kill a couple of cougars. Hopefully we can. I don't know the best way to go about doing that without the little cougar outpost that we have been crafting the last 2 seasons. Although, I'm not quite certain that that still works. I mean, it would be nice if it did. But I am not 100% sure on that. We are heading over to the southern lake, but we're not building on the lake. We're not building this outpost on the lake. Because there is lots of snow line over there. There's cougars as well. Not even joking about that, but that's a location that I want an outpost anyway, so it's not that big of a deal to have to go do that now, just for the obsidian. I have been informed that lithium is not in the mining drill, so crafting a mining drill would not help us right this moment for lithium. However, it would still be nice if we could craft one based on the fact that it does give you ores. At least I think if you have it fully upgraded, you get 7 or 8 ores per day, I think. So that's not bad. I mean, it isn't a ton, but it is pretty passive, so not that big of a deal. Just let it go and do its thing, and, you know, it does use power. That's not horrible either. It's not horrible on power. Lots and lots of plant fiber here, guys. Tons of it, in fact. We might be able to craft two fuel bricks on this amount of fiber. Okay, even more down here. This is lovely. It really is. Okay. Let's just make sure we're headed in the right direction, because we want to be. Oh dear, we have a long way to go yet. We're going to have to step it up. No more plant fiber harvesting for me. Well, definitely going to be harvesting more, I'm sure of it. But, we're not going to be able to stop for very long and do that. Okay, more plant fiber here. No, it's not plant fiber, but it is here. I think there's something addictive about harvesting the plant fiber now. In the past, it was like one here, one there. I think it's pretty addictive to be harvesting it now, because it does, you know, come in those big clusters. Yeah, we have a lot of running around to do. This is all new area over here. We've not opened up any of this yet. So we have a lot of exploration to do over here tomorrow. If you guys watched my last season, you know we came up to this rock quite a bit. We did, you know, quite a bit over there as well on that rock. It's very pretty. But yeah, hopefully we can get this outpost taken care of. We can get out and look for some obsidian tomorrow. Another strawberry is lovely. We shouldn't have too much of an issue over here for food. Hopefully not anyway. No, we have enough plant fiber. No more. It's a pretty bush. Those are scary to me. They make a different sound and they're not readily available on the other side of the map. I don't think I've found very many of those types of bushes over there. We are hot. That's okay. There is a blueberry down here, I think. This is the Southern Lake, guys, if you're not familiar with this area at all, or if you're new to the game. Oh, dear. You're hungry, that's for sure. Let's grab this blueberry. We'll just eat it as well, so we'll have a clear spot in our inventory also. We're going to drink that bottle of water, even though we didn't really have to do that. I do just want to kind of get it out of my inventory, just so I'll have a little bit of space in the event I find something that I really need to grab, another, you know, strawberry or blueberry or whatever the case may be. Okay. Lovely, lovely over here. Very, very pretty location. We did build on that rock out in the lake. Not necessarily the last season, but the last season that we made several episodes. The last season we was just in a bad location. I didn't really enjoy that area after I went over there and decided to build there. A lot of you guys warned me and I did not listen. It just wasn't fun for me over there. There's always a locked crate in this is called the birch forest here. There's always a locked crate here. Probably won't see one today because I said there's always one here. But normally there is always a locked crate in the birch forest. You can find them almost every single day. Lots and lots of stone that we've ran past, but that's okay. I do want to try to get over here and just get this outpost placed as well, because I think, and I feel like we desperately need it right now so that we're able to get the obsidian that we need. I also want to do some cougar hunting, so I'm going to have to spend some time over here as well. If you're not familiar with this area, there's lots of cougars over here. There's 3 fairly close together, 3 or 4 over here. So, you know, having this area opened and explored is not a bad thing. So we're just going to grab a couple of ores. We are getting very, very close to where we need to be. We can also do some swimming for kelp and things like that over here as well. Because we are going to be building on this pond over here. As you can see, we're pretty close to the snow. You can see the snow behind us. I've been told that's where to start looking for obsidian. Nope, no. Darn it, I just made it over here. Okay, stop chasing me, please. It would be lovely if you didn't chase me like all the way back home. Hopefully they have stopped chasing me, although I would not be so sure of it. No! Darn it. I'm not interested in using a health kit, but they are not giving us much of an option. They are chasing us around the world, that's for sure. Are they still back there? This is crazy. That guy is still there. Like, what is his deal? Did I offend him that much for sneaking up in his location? I'm going to have to kill this guy if he doesn't kill me first. Because I am out of stamina. This ain't even a little bit cool. I think I saw more rogues over there. Where is this guy? Okay. We did end up having to kill him. Not a big fan of that, but you know, we have to do what we have to do to survive, right? I was not interested in killing that guy at all. Lots of rabbits over here as well. I'm panicking a bit now because I keep hearing like weapons reload, but I think it's my own weapons that are doing all the noise. But I do want to build on this little lake or this little pond over here, sorry. Simply because we can swim in there and get some kelp and the things that we need. So maybe I'll just build on this side. I really didn't want to. But you know what? This looks like a good location for building. Let's just get this foundation down here. Get it placed. I did not bring enough stuff to craft some stairs. That's okay. We'll get it together and figure it out. Okay, I brought too many windowed walls. That's okay also. We might expand on this base at some point, of course, but not today. So what I really needed to do, honestly, is not close this one in. Let's move this windowed wall over here. I should be able to fish here properly. And then place you back here. And then we have the wood burning stove. Let's just get that placed also. We'll place it back here out of the way. It'll provide light as well as heat. We have a fuel brick. We did not get that fire starting kit crafted, so let's do that. We need 1 stick. Sorry, 2 sticks. I don't know who's shooting at what, but it ain't me. I hope they don't shoot at me. Let's get the door placed. Okay, works perfectly fine. Let's see what we need to craft a set of stairs. Planks and some cordage. Okay, we should be able to get out here and chop a bit of wood. It won't be much, but it'll be something. I do have that ceiling to put on there as well. I did forget about that. Ceiling piece. Let's get that placed also. There we have that. And I want to leave the back open so that we can use it as a fishing dock as well. Simply because we should be able to bring the fish all the way over here if we were to catch one, which would be nice if we could. I do need to do a bit of swimming, looking for some kelp. Hopefully there's a couple on our side, and we don't have to worry about getting too close to the hunters on the other side. Sorry, the rogues on the other side. I will be needing those pearls that are over there. Hopefully we don't have to alert anyone by trying to grab those. I'm just going to eat the kelp we find for now because we need the fruits and veggies and we don't have any. So we're just going to eat those guys and try to, you know, figure it out. Maybe we'll do a bit more swimming in the morning. Trying not to die to the rogues, but I'm drowning. Because who would have thought a girl would need some oxygen around here? Okay, I also realized when I did the last episode that I am a guy character in this game. I have not changed that for whatever reason. I didn't even realize that was a thing. That I was the, you know, playing the guy male character in this thing. So, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll fix it at some point. I really need a set of steps. That would just make things a lot easier there. So, we can fish. We can craft a set of stairs now, I think. We're doing fairly well. Can't complain too much. We do have water. I mean, at least we have that. We still have a protein bar. We have a couple of arrows, which isn't a horrible thing to have. We have a feather. We could actually craft a couple more arrows. That wouldn't be bad at all. We'll try to get that done also today. Let's just craft you. I actually have an extra stick. I don't remember crafting that. Did I still not make that fire starting kit? That's why I had the extra sticks, guys. I am losing it today. Okay, so we have ourselves taken care of for the most part. I'm going to do some fishing overnight. Try to feed ourselves, get ourselves sorted out. We might have to do some swimming in the morning, looking for some kelp, but that's okay. If we have to, we'll do that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this one here. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one.